This sample shouldn't work, but once I added the right pad, pitched up the vocal, and added a bass line, I have no idea why it works, but it sounds like something Drake would low-key like slide on, you feel me? You can grab this loop with the first link down below. Subscribe for more videos and loops like this one. Let me show you how I made it. So I started this sample with a drum loop, and I just built off of that. First, let you guys hear the drum loop itself. That's tough. I just heard like Drake-esque, super like old school Drake. So first of all, what I did is I added a pad first and foremost. Again, I never start with like a drum sample like that, so I don't think I'm supposed to sound good at all. But I was looking for like a little old Drake-esque, OVO-esque type pad, and it landed on this one, this time ago pad from Araya Sounds, R&B Essentials, Analog Lab Bank. I'll let you guys hear this sound first of all. So yeah, that is just beautiful. And this is the chords that we laid down. So basically, this is in the key of A minor. Didn't change the semitones at all, didn't pitch it up or down. It is a 6-5, 6-5-3 chord progression in the scale of A minor. Basically means like this is our 1, and then if you turn on the snap scale, you stay in the scale. So every note is in key. So boom, this is our 1, and then just bring it down. That's our 7, that's our 6. Bring it down one more, that's our 5. So it's like a little 6, 5, 6, 5. And then 3. Bump this 5 down, 4, 3, boom. And after you get these notes here, all you need to do is highlight them, hold down shift and click, creates a copy, and hold down shift again and go up 2. That's literally it. Then do the same exact thing, hold shift, up 2. That's how you make the chords, just like that. And, I did all 7 chords, didn't want to make it too like full, too colorful. It just sounded good the way it was here. And again, I always mention this, but going from a minor chord to a major chord, or a major chord to a minor chord, it always just, I don't know, hits the ear really good. It's a great combination. I use it all the time. And I usually start with a major chord too. So start with a major chord, go into a minor chord. I kept this chord progression very simple, very simple. I just had 2 chord hits every 4 bars, so super simple. Made it on the grid too. On the grid chord hits. Sauce, by the way. Keeping this super simple, making space for the producer who needs to have, who's like gonna lay drums on it, because they need to make space for the artist. So space and simplicity really always wins. And I changed it right here a little bit to add some variation. And I didn't have any bass notes, you know, I kept this pad kind of, I don't know, bare bones. It sounded good though. Didn't even strum or randomize it. And so the effects, y'all drags over here. But you guys know the effects for this little pad. First off, I have Valhalla Vintage Verb set at 50% mix. I got a little EQ going on. So a good amount of lows, ducking some low mids, rolling on some highs. Yeah, after that, I introduced a different pad in the little my B section. Here, I'll give you guys the sound first that I used. It is from Impulse Audio's Sound Toolkit and Lab Bank. It's this reverse keys pad, this evolving pad. Evolving pads are clutch because usually throughout the chord that you're playing, it just like changes sounds. And I don't know, it's super clutch because it just, I don't know, adds color, adds variation. Instead of just being like a stale sound, just like one sound, it like moves, adds movement to the loop. So evolving pads, evolving sounds are very clutch. I'll let you guys hear this sound too. See, it just adds like, I don't know, it's like movement, it's beautiful. And I just copied these same exact chords for the other progression onto this one. Not a damn thing changed, man. Just layering my B section. And so I got Valhalla Vintage Verbs today, 50% mix, and just EQ. Take some lows, limits, rolling on some highs, might be the same exact effects. But if it ain't broke, don't fix it, you feel me? I want to point out actually is this first pad that we had, I did just layer the second pad on top, but this one, the first original one, was kind of like the higher frequency spectrum, as you can hear. I want higher frequencies than lower ones, so I try to pick a pad or a sound that complements it and has frequencies elsewhere, so it's not clashing with the original sound's frequencies. Real quick, y'all, you can get this sample from the first link in the description down below. It is my Toxic Hours loop kit, along with 29 other loops just like this one. Perfect for that R&B vibe, kind of Drake-X, R&B late night vibes, you feel me? But yeah, if you are interested, the link for that will be the first link in the description. Let's get back to the video. So you hear this one? Different frequencies on the frequency spectrum than this one. See, that one's like a little higher and the second one's a little lower on the frequency spectrum. Yeah, it's a little tidbit, little tippity tip, man. Pause. But yeah, I got this little, my bass that I use was from Kavi's Elements of R&B and Lab Bank. This Less Than Love sub bass. I use this all the time. It's my go-to. I basically just copied the root notes here, the chords, and added a little transition notes here. Yeah, super simple. Let you guys hear that sound too. can see I kind of changed the rhythm of the bass. I like messing with the bass. Like I keep the chord progressions and the pads and supporting sounds of the main progression kind of similar, and then the bass I kind of like doing little transition notes that are kind of out of the ordinary just to add variation. And I did bring a melody in my third section, and this sound that I use for the melody, super simple melody, but it was a Kavi's Sonic Mastery Elemental, no, I'm sorry, Sonic Mastery and it is his Knights and Sorrentino synth lead. Beautiful lead. I'll let you guys hear the sound. And then it just repeats. Super simple. Delay was really what made it magic. Yeah, it's just the top note of each chord that was played in these chord hits that hit right here. So every 2 bars, the chord hits, it's just the top note of the chord that was playing right there. So nothing crazy. The delay is what gives it color. So I'll show you guys how I mixed it, but my fault. I'll show you guys how I mixed the bass first and foremost. Where are my manners? The bass had Valhalla Vintage Verb first and foremost. Then a little EQ, barely take out any lows, started some low mids, and rolling off a good amount of highs to clean the bass up. And then for this melody, got Fruity Delay 3, acting as a low pass filter. We turn the time knob, low knob, dry knob all the way down, and then mess with the cutoff, like. See, kind of acts like a low pass filter. Valhalla Vintage Verb, set at 45% mix. This delay is acting as the delay that we're hearing, so like the dun, dun, dun. That's what makes this whole melody very dope. And a little EQ, clean up some like lows and low mids and almost some highs. So gotta love R&B, clean everything up. And then we got the vocals. So let you guys see this vocal. This vocal is just beautiful. This from Impulse Audio's little vocal kit. So. And I just repeated that, but yeah, man, that vocal is just beautiful. So this one, for my B section, I had all the effects on it, which I'll show you right now, but I actually pitched it up an octave, so just a pitched up version of that one. Beautiful. And then I do have a drowned out version, so it's like a pitched up and then drowned out version of the original vocal. You feel me? So I'll show you guys how I mix those joints. For the original vocal, got RC20, got the Magnitude Transition 2 preset, set at 25% mix my effect rack. And then after that, we got Valhalla Vintage Verb, set at 35% mix. Waves H delay, set at half a bar with ping pong mode turned on. That's set at 50% mix my effect rack. We got a little pretty EQ too, set at a good amount of lows and low mids and run off a good amount of highs too. So really messing with that. And then we took that audio, bounced it all out to audio with the effects on it. And then on top of that, for the B section pitched up audio, we added Desmort MPC60 preset, and this cut is at 11,000 hertz. Valhalla Vintage Verb set at 20% mix. And a little EQ, taking out some lows, low mids, and rolling out some highs. And then for this drowned out vocal, it was actually the original vocal here with all the effects on it bounced out, and we just added some more on top of that one. So the first effect we added on top is Desmort, the MPC60 preset. This cut is at 3,500 hertz. A little more aggressive cut. Valhalla Vintage Verb set at 30% mix. Waves H delay set at half bar with ping pong mode turned on, but that is set at 100% mix my effect rack. Shaper box effect is what gives it that like kind of pulsating sound. Messing with the volume, we got sidechain going on, and this is the sidechain 1 preset that we got going on. Shaper box. And this EQ is taking out some lows, good amount of low mids, and rolling out some highs. And this EQ is just for leveling. But yeah, that is all there is to it, man. I'm gonna let y'all hear this sample one time. Then we'll do it.
Appreciate y'all for rocking with me in this video. Much love. Again, if you did like this sample, it is available with the first link in the description down below. My Toxic Hours loop kit. Hit that subscribe button too if you want to join the Prosper gang. See more videos and loops just like this one. Much love, y'all. I will see you on the next one.